Welcome to Salesforce Admin Day 1. So before we begin, let me quickly set expectation for today. This session is not about clicking buttons and memorizing features. Today is about understanding how Salesforce fits into real business operations and why organizations rely on it to manage customers. Salesforce Admin is a role that sits between business teams and technology. You are not just supporting Salesforce, you are enabling sales team, service team, and management to work efficiently. So today we focus on foundation concepts, cloud computing, CRM, and Salesforce platform basics. So once these are clear, so mm, we'll look into the org setup, data model, and security, business process automation, etc. So let's quickly walk through today's agenda. So everyone will be aligned. We'll start with cloud computing fundamentals because Salesforce is 100% cloud-based platform. Understanding this will help you see why Salesforce behaves differently from traditional software. So next we will discuss about customer relationship management, and then this business process concept is behind Salesforce. Without understanding the CRM, Salesforce will feel like just like another tool. Then we will discuss why it is a world's leading CRM platform, and why companies across industries choose it. After that, we will look into platform basics itself, Salesforce platform itself, but not from a technical angle, but from a business and architectural perspective. Finally, we'll introduce the CRM lifecycle, which represents how a customer moves through Salesforce from first contact to ongoing support. So by end of today, you should clearly understand how Salesforce supports real-world business processes. So now we will discuss what is cloud computing first, because Salesforce is because Salesforce is depends on cloud computing. So what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is the delivery of computing services such as software, storage, servers, and databases over the internet instead of installing and maintaining them local machines. So, if you think of electricity, so we don't build our own power station. Simply connect and pay for what you consume, like a service, right? So, the same way, we will use the services provided by the Salesforce. So we will pay whatever the mm, service cost to the Salesforce. So there are five key characteristics of cloud computing. They are on-demand self-service. Uh, so that is you can get resources instantly when it is needed. So we can access when instantly needed. And second one is broad network access. So we can access from anywhere, phone, laptop, and a tablet, and resource pooling. So it is a shared networking system, right? So many users can securely use the data which is there in the cloud, and rapid elasticity. We can scale up down quickly as per the demanding changes. So if we can also use 10 users, and we can also use 1,000 users at a time. So depends upon our convenience and requirement, we can pay a Salesforce to get the services, and it is measured services. So we will pay whatever the service service you have used. So okay. And coming to the cloud service models, there are three service models. One is infrastructure as a service, and second one is platform as a service, and third one is software as a service. So if you take infrastructure as a service, it will provide a virtual computing resources such as server, storage, and network like Amazon EC2. So if it comes to the platform as a service, it provides zero coincidence to platform to build and test and deploy application without managing infrastructure. So if it comes to software as a service, so it provides the functional application accessible through a web browser like Gmail, Salesforce CRM, and Office 365. So what is CRM? So CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. So it is both a strategy and software system that helps business to manage all their interactions with the customer. So why CRM is matters? Customers are heart of the any business. So CRM keeps all the information related to customers in one place. So sales and service and marketing teams can use this data together to increase the sales and service performance, service performance, and to resolve the issues of the customers and make good profits for the business. So it helps a business stronger relations and improve the customer satisfaction and grow the revenue. So the core functions of the CRM is when you see from the sales perspective, it tracks the leads and opportunities and accounts. And when you see the from service perspective, it manages the customer issues and supports the cases for the quick to resolve the quick in time. And if you see in marketing perspective, so it runs the campaigns and segment the customers and measures the results. And if you see the management perspective, so it can help to see the reports and dashboards for the insights and take the decisions. So the single source of the truth is so CRM provides one central database for all customer data. So it will helps to without any confusion, it will provide a better teamwork and better um, results in achieving better performance in the business. So if you take an example, imagine a customer calls a support uh, for support with CRM. The agent can instantly see their purchase history, past issues, and current deals. This makes the service agent uh, to resolve the customer service issues faster and more quickly. So come to the next slide. So why Salesforce? What is Salesforce? Salesforce is a cloud-based CRM platform. It helps business manage a survey business to manage service, sales, marketing, and analytics all it in one place because the information related to the custom is stored in a shared shared database. So why we have to choose a Salesforce? So it is the world number one number one CRM tool. It holds the largest market share, but um, 24%. So and it is cloud native. So it builds on the cloud from the starting. So no installation is required. We can access from anywhere with the internet. Easy to customize. We can customize the Salesforce application as per the business requirement. We can use the point and click tools like Salesforce flows, and assignment rules, validation rules, and with the coding with customization, the coding Apex and LWC. So we can um, customize as per business requirement. So it is easy to customize in the Salesforce. So we have the app exchange marketplace. So there we can have multiple lot of apps so that will be used to extend our functionality without developing. So it reduces the extension functionality time. So it helps to um, extend our business and growth. Even Salesforce and Einstein agents and Einstein dashboards and analytics. So it improves the data analysis part and can so business can take quick decisions to improve the business growth. And Salesforce has regular updates like spring, summer, winter releases. So Salesforce concentrates more on resolving the existing bugs and introducing the more new features according to the competitive world, competitive in the CRM market. And it is scalable. It works for the small business and large business alike. So it has various types of editions. So with using those editions, so a small business can use according to their requirement, and large enterprises can also use the edition which is which is required as per their requirements. So if you take an example, a sales rep can log into the Salesforce from their phone, check customer details, and update opportunities, and even send codes, all with needing special software installed if you use Salesforce. So this is why so a lot of customers will choose Salesforce as a CRM tool. So comes to CRM life cycle in Salesforce. The CRM life cycle is a journey of the customer, the business from first contact to a long-term relationship. To So Salesforce provides the tools to manage each stage of the journey. If you observe that lead, account, and opportunity and case, so when a customer becomes a lead, or when a customer is shows an interest in your product. For example, someone fills out a form on the website to by interesting in a product like TV or particular product. So he will becomes a lead. So this lead is converted into a counter contact. If an organization is, it will be converted into account, or individual person, it will be converted into a contact. So the product value the person want to buy is tracked in the opportunity. And after after buying the product, the customer, if he get any issues with the product, so he will raise a case. So through case, the issue he got with their product, so it will be resolved. This is the journey of the customer in the Salesforce CRM life cycle. Okay. So now we will see a example with CRM life cycle. So there is a flow chart which denotes the banking real-time banking example from lead generation to um, in which stages the uh, customer will traverse from lead generation to an analysis and feedback of the customer issues. Okay, so first stage is lead generation. If you check the lead generation, a bank runs a digital campaign like online ads and for home loans. So a person fills the form and fills the form, so he will become the lead in Salesforce. Lead qualification and conversion. So there is a marketing team. They will work on this, and they will check their credit score and etc. documents to whether the lead is genuine lead or eligible lead. So this lead is converted into accounts or contacts in Salesforce. Opportunity management. The loan application is tracked and with an opportunity. So Salesforce monitors with each stage, loan submitted, under review, approved, like that. So after that, once the loan is approved, the customer is officially onboarded. So they get access to a portal for managing their loan and banking services. And after that, so when a customer faces issues like payment problems, case is created. So support team will comes into picture to resolve these issues quickly using the case management. So after that, cross-selling and product offers, Salesforce can send relevant product offers, insurance and credit cards, home loans and car loans, etc., with the help of deepen the relationship of the customer and retention and loyalty. So the data such as a loan approval rates and payment history is analyzed by the business using the Salesforce, and the bank uses this to improve the services and keep customers as a loyal customer. And analysis and feedback. Salesforce provides the reports and dashboards, and this bank learns from the customer behavior and feedback to refine the future campaigns. So this is a CRM lifecycle example with a banking, real-time banking scenario. Okay, so if you go to the next slide, so multi-tenant architecture is important topic. So, so multi-tenant architect means one big system is shared by many companies. So, but each company data is kept in a separate and secure. Think of a apartment building. So many families live in the same building, but each has their own locked apartment, and each uh, family will use water and electricity and different facilities with the like other families without having any differences. So how Salesforce uses it? All customers called Oaks in Salesforce scenario use the same Salesforce platform. Each ARG has its own data and customization apps, but they run on the same infrastructure. So the benefits of this architecture is cost effective. So why it is cost effective is this data, resources are shared, right? So then it reduces the cost. So if we have different resources or different customers, so the cost of the maintaining data and resources will be high. So it is scalable, easy to add more customers for the our futures, and it has automatic updates. So we have Salesforce has three releases, right, for a year: winter, summer, and spring releases. So it keeps uh, Salesforce up to date as per the new uh, new changes, and the changes will also will be impacted by everyone in the Salesforce environment. For zero downtime, updates happen without interrupting the business. So Salesforce informs whenever there's a downtime, and when the server has updates and maintenance, so it will be notified in the trust sites and governor limits. So for the fair usage, so Salesforce has implemented governor limits like um, we have to use 150 SOP queries per transaction, uh, and 50K records per transaction you can get, and processing CPU processing time like that. So these rules makes no single customer uses too many resources, and all the customers will be uh, benefited with a fair resource distribution. For example, there is two banks, Bank A and Bank B, both use Salesforce. They share the same platform, but Bank A cannot see the Bank B data and Bank B cannot see the Bank A data. When Salesforce releases a new feature, both banks get automatically without any effort. So Salesforce editions. There are multiple editions of the Salesforce. So each edition will show each type of business. So Salesforce offers these editions to small, medium, and large businesses. Each edition has different features and limits and pricing. So if you observe this picture, so for essential users, so users, they simply provide CRM uh, and simple setup and basic sales and service tools. It will be in affordable pricing. The professional use edition, so CRM has more features and suitable for growing companies and includes reporting and automation. For enterprise editions, so advanced customization automation will be available. It supports complex business processes and widely used by the medium to large companies. And unlimited edition, it is widely used by the large companies. So all features are included, premium support and services included, and this and highest flexibility and scalability also have we have for this unlimited edition. And the fifth type of edition is developer edition. It's free version for the learning building apps. So includes most features but limited data storage. If you want to learn for the certifications want to build sample apps, and we will use this developer edition in our next sessions. Okay, Salesforce environment. So Salesforce provide different types of environments like production arc, sandbox. So in the sandbox, we will have different sandbox for the different purposes. So now we will discuss those. Mm, as for the Salesforce environment. So environment is nothing but a workplace where you can run, test, and learn Salesforce. So different environments are used for the live business, safe testing, and developer practices. So first type of the environment is production arc. So it is a real-time environment where actual data resides. So it used daily by the sales and service and marketing teams. So it is must always stay stable and secure. And the second type, sandbox. These are the testing and development environments. It is generally a copy of the production used for the safe testing. There are multiple types of sandboxes are there. So they are developer sandbox, developer pro sandbox, and partial copy sandbox and full copy sandbox. Coming to the developer sandbox for coding in small test cases, test. So we will use this. This is mainly used for the developers. For developers' own sandboxes, larger storage than the developer sandbox, and good for the testing apps with the more data. So it is widely used for the testing phase and developing phase. Comes the partial copy sandbox. So it contains sample of the production data for the realistic testing. We will use the sandbox for the UAT purpose, mainly for the UAT purpose and performance testing mm, purpose. purpose. And if you come to the full sandbox, complete copy of the production for the full testing, the mainly used for the performance testing or UATs. Best practice is so the best practice is always to test sandbox before moving the changes to production. That is, so we have to develop test in the sandboxes before moving the changes into production arc. Okay, so the no changes will be allowed and modifications will be allowed in the production arcs. So developer arc, it is a free environment we discussed, right? The before slide, developer edition. This is the developer org. It is used for the learning and practice. So why Salesforce has introduced many environments, multiple environments. So it keeps live business data safe. So allows testing without a risk. So and it gives the developer and learners place to extremely experiment freely. So because we can't change any data in the production, right? So the business data will be keeps the Salesforce will keep the business data is safe because we can't modify anything in the production and allows the testing without the risk. So anything we want to develop new features, we will develop in the sandboxes and test thoroughly. And after that, we will deploy into the production, right? So, so it gives a wide space for the testing. And after the testing, all looks good, we will move to the production. And for learners and and to learn more say different implementations practice, so Salesforce provides this developer arc. Okay, and Salesforce deployment lifecycle. So generally a Salesforce development lifecycle includes plan, build, test, deploy, and run, and monitor and improve stages. So in the plan stage, we gather the requirements from the business and user define the user stories and will send to the architectural review. Once the story is designed, it is reviewed by the architecture, so it will be assigned to a developer. So developer will develop the story in the sandbox and it will be hand over to the QA team. So in the for the testing. So QA will thoroughly test the feature which is developed by the developer and validates with the necessary validation, and it will be moved to the QA and validation QA and UAT testing sandbox. So once it is looks good in the UAT and QA, so it will be moved to production. This is the Salesforce development life cycle. So what is metadata driven development? So metadata is nothing but data about data. In Salesforce, a metadata describes how your system is set up. Things like objects, fields, page layouts, and uh, workflows. Instead of hard coding everything, Salesforce store these settings as a metadata. So how it works in the Salesforce? So Salesforce has declarative point and click code and programmatic coding. So admins can create a field, objects, and automation without writing code. And in programmatic and with the coding, so admins can develop a custom logic using Apex and NWC. See, both approaches can rely on the metadata to define how system behaves. But these two methods uh, will be dip, will go together. It won't. So it won't go against to each other. So the main benefits of this metadata-driven development is it will be faster development. So you can build apps quickly with clicks and easy upgrades. So metadata makes it simple for the Salesforce to update feature without breaking the customization and consistency. All the users see the same structure and rules with the metadata. and flexibility. Mix and match clicks code depends on the business needs. If you take sample example, a admin adds a new field loan type to the opportunity object. So this field is stored as a metadata. Developer can use Apex code to apply business rules based on this on that field. Apex Exchange overview. So Salesforce has a marketplace for the apps and components and consulting services. So if you browse by the category sales and service, marketing, analytics, and industry, so it has different app which will support the function to extend that functionality without developing. So it reduces uh, reduces the time period to extend their functionality in the sandboxes. Like for the document generation and signing, so we will use the DocuSign like that. So we can directly purchase or use the App Exchange to purchase these apps from the to install in the Salesforce to extend the functionality without building without using the custom code. And Salesforce release life cycle. So Salesforce has three releases every year: spring, summer, and winter. So we have to discuss here regarding the previous and non-previous sandbox. The previous sandbox is upgraded before the production release. So it gives the early access to the futures which has to be released from released in the coming release. The new features which will be released in the coming future. So users can validate and customization for the upcoming release. So if is there any gap between the old version and new version of the release, so user can identify the issues before the prod upgrade. So here the preview sandbox gets the new features before the release itself, and non-preview sandboxes will be in the old version itself. It will be remain stable. So used for the stable. So non-preview sandboxes will be in the current production release and used for the stable regression testing. So it reflects the existing production behavior. So upgrades along with the production. So because production will be stable, right? So these non-preview sandboxes will be upgraded along with the production. When production updates, so non-preview sandboxes will get the new release. So why this is matter? So prepare and adapt early. So if a new feature got with some bug, right? So we can prefer, prepare early, um, early for that by using the preview sandboxes. So non-preview sandbox will ensure the stability without disturbing the uh, business live data. Okay? So production will be seamless upgrade. So the coming releases will be with the seamless and flexible update. So this is steps to create a Salesforce developer org. So it will be useful in further sessions to set up the Salesforce org and will create an application in the further the next session. So we'll use further. So for that we have to go to the above link and fill the registration form by giving first name and last name, email and company name, etc. Use the Gmail, the below format. So it will provide you the to Salesforce user and 200 MB of data and file storage. So it will provide standard applications of sales clone and service code, etc. So, and we have to verify our email, and we can log into Salesforce Developer Edition environment. Yeah, and thank you. So please subscribe for the experience. Yeah, we'll meet in the next session. Thank you.